Hello, welcome back to, I guess, my Insta story for this, not my YouTube channel. So I mentioned last night that I'm going to be going to a theme park today. We'll be going to Alton Towers, of course, my local. I thought of something which might be fun to do today. I usually have to rush on these because they're only like 1 minute at a time. So essentially you can choose whatever ride I do. Not even necessarily just rides. It can be, rides, coasters. It can be going off to see like a character meet and greet or something if you want me to try and do that. I haven't really seen many of the ones at CBeebies Land yet, so if you want to go and do that, go ahead. Any shops or anything you want me to check out, I will be going to Towers Trading first, so that's just going to happen regardless. But then after that, I'm completely yours to decide what I do for the day. Just pretty much anything. I'll explain on probably the next one how it's going to work, but you can choose whatever you want me to do. I forgot to mention as well, like, you could choose the gardens, or you can even have me just go around the sky ride all day. That might be fun, I don't know. And also, I'll get you guys also to pick where I go for lunch as well. Not necessarily what I'll have for lunch, because I'm not going to let you have that much choice. But you can pick whatever venue I have for lunch. So how this is going to work is, on each one I'm going to put one of those questions and answers things, probably an NGL link as well for anyone who wants to do it anonymous. And then what I'm going to do is, on each one I'm going to tally up how many votes each one has, and then whichever one gets the most votes I'll go for, and then if there's no more votes that come in after that, then I'll go for the next highest and the next highest, and hopefully get enough responses to this, because otherwise it won't work, unfortunately. So hopefully I can have fun, hopefully you guys can have fun and join me on a little adventure today. Okay, that last bit didn't record for some reason, that's a good sign for today, isn't it? So the first thing I'll be getting you to pick is a ride or attraction or whatever you want me to do first. It can be, as I say, it can literally be anything, doesn't have to be an attraction, can be whatever on park, but let me know what you want me to do. As I say, I'll be going to Towers Trading first, so that'll be the first thing I'll be doing, but after that, let me know what you want me to do next. Also, if you want to ask any questions, make any comments or whatever, I can respond to them throughout the day as well. You can use the same, the questions and answers thing for that as well. But the main thing is, what do you want me to do first? Also, Phoebe's here, by the way. Very, very, very adorable little cat there. She's so cute. Hold on. There she is. Aww. I'm surprised she hasn't been meowing this entire time, but let me know.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Hello, welcome and good day. You've arrived, but the real adventure is only just beginning. So, now you're aboard, sit tight, remain seated, and prepare to experience the extraordinary at Alton Towers Resort. New for 2025, submit to the spin aboard Toxicator. Take hold and brace yourself, because your world is about to be turned upside down. Toxicator is ready to whip up a dizzying vortex of fear in the heart of Forbidden Valley. As you hang in suspense, feel the powerful forces at play. Hearts will pound, adrenaline will soar. Are you ready to face the ultimate thrill? To plan your fantabulous escape with us, download the Alton Towers Resort app. It's free.
Right, so I made it onto park on this lovely sunny day. I think I'm going to regret having the long hair today, but it looks nice. I did try and dye the bottom half, by the way. It didn't really work. It looks a bit purple, but I want a lighter purple, really. Also, just got my freestyle cup. I surprisingly got this Wicker Man one. I didn't think you could get them on those free pass holder vouchers, the ones with the kind of designed tops to them. So I got one of them, and of course, in honour of Coaster Jen Luke, I had to get Peach Fanta. Lovely. So, Peach Fanta was my first one. That's for you, Luke. So, I'll now be heading to the first ride voted for. I'll let you know what it is when I get there. I'll see you when I'm there. Okay, I'm just going to respond to this one now, just to get it out of the way. No, I'm not doing that. For one thing, I don't have a bottle, and I'm not flipping this, I can tell you that right now. But also just, it's too complex. I just want to have a chill day. Don't get me wrong, very inventive idea, very ingenious. Maybe I'll do it one day, but not today. But you may be able to guess which direction I'm heading in, I guess, so you can, I don't know, guess where I'm going, but you'll probably find out in a few moments anyway.
A few moments later.
Okay, so the first suggestion is from Immy from Coaster Critter. Thanks for the suggestion, which I was actually going to go for originally anyway, just because, as she mentions, it's shortest queue, like early in the day. It's either kind of Dark Forest or Forbidden Valley, so going for, hold on. Wait, where is it? Where's the entrance? Is it there? There it is. Found it. 13. I'll be going on 13 first. Love 13. Great ride. Hopefully I get front row because I really love front row on it. And it's 5-minute queue, so might as well get on. So now time for you to vote for the next one. I will just clarify as well. If you vote on this one, it will count as an extra vote. So if you really want me to do something, if you respond to each of these stories, I'm more likely to go on it, and I'll count that as an extra tally. But what will happen to the 13 one now is that will go back to 0. So if you want me to go on 13 again, vote for it again, and then hopefully it'll happen. And if you vote on the previous stories, I'll count them all as well. So yeah, get voting for the next one. Right, so just came off 13. Didn't get a front row ride, but did get a very nice back row ride on it, which is good. Yeah, I always have back row on that as well. Yeah, it's really good over that first lift hill when you get that really good air time when you're on the back. So next, thanks to my friend Donna, I'll be going on Hex over that. I don't think I've been on this season yet, but yeah, hopefully should have a good ride on that. So I'll see you when I come off Hex. Let me know where you want me to go next. Okay, so I know no one voted for this, but I had to come in and visit my beloved Altonville, and unfortunately not got the greatest news. That over there's a skip. I can zoom in. Well, let me zoom in. There we go. That's how you zoom. There's a skip there, and these fencings from the finale have been moved. The caravan's still there though. But yeah, when there's a skip there, that's never usually good news. There was one outside of Darkest Depths when that went. Where else was there a skip? Can't remember now. Maybe for Compound? Can't remember. But yeah, not the greatest time when there's a skip there. And let's say I may have heard some rumours that Altonville might be going. To be honest, it's time. As much as I'd want it there for another year, it's time for it to go. But yeah, show your love of Altonville, I guess. Right, so here's a suggestion from my bestie, Elise. Hi, Bean. So yeah, you've said to go and do the XX rides. Now you've said rides, which means I'm assuming you mean both of them. So yeah, I'm going to be doing both Oblivion and Smiler. I don't really know which one to do first, because Smiler's on 30, Oblivion's on 25. Might do Oblivion first, then Smiler. Not sure. I mean, to be honest, they're about the same, and also single riders, probably a bit shorter. It's a very quiet day around parks, that's good. But as I said on my story before, happy birthday, Sam. I'll probably say, because I know Coast Castle's put one on as well, so I'll probably say it again, but happy birthday, both of you. Have a really good day today. Just have loads of fun, treat yourself, spoil yourself. I'll be doing it later, so just prepare yourself for that. But yeah, just honestly have the best day. You're great friends to me, so have fun. Also forgot to add, next suggestion, please. I need another one. Right, so I just finished up in X Sector, Oblivion. Lovely smooth ride on that. I love the droppy drop ride. It's great. Just the weightlessness that you feel, the air time, really brilliant. Got straight on as well, single rider, which is awesome. Smiler, on the other hand, it is so rough at this point. I was on row 3 on the edge, which doesn't really help. It's not a fun ride on that. Although again, I did get out pretty much straight away, which is good. Again, quiet day on single rider, great. So now I believe it's Jen again. I believe we met on over today briefly, actually. So hello. So yeah, she suggested Spinball Wizard. I do like this ride. I defend this ride. A lot of people hate it. I like it. I think it's fun. It's another fun spinny ride. Hopefully I'll get on the other spinny ride Toxicators later today at some point. It depends if you vote for it. Who knows? What are you going to vote for now? So it doesn't have to be a ride. It could be anything, character meet and greet, shop, whatever. Vote now. Right, just came off Spinball. Fun spinny. I love it. Although my hair was going all in my face. I was like the girl from The Ring in a way, like all the hair just kind of like going down. And on the ride photo, it was quite hilarious. But yeah, I just stopped because a bit of hair just got in my mouth. Ugh. I just realised I can't like cut out any of this, which is just awkward. Anyway, suggestion from my besties. Hello, Coast Castle. Suggesting I go on a heist on Gangster Granny. This was very fun last time with Sibby, because he had no idea what was going on.
I have many questions. Why the ship's windows are underwater? Why has the Queen got a cannon that doesn't destroy the building when she fires it? It doesn't make no sense. No. That was awful.
Off you go, Sibby.
It's one and done.
Off you go. I like it.
So it'll probably be fun this time as well. Just a nice sit down though, isn't it? But the next thing I'm going to get to you to vote for is not an attraction, not like anything else on park, like not like a meet and greet or whatever. I'm going to ask where you want me to go for lunch, because it's around lunchtime. So hopefully someone votes on that, because otherwise I'm not going to know where to go. So Get your votes in for where I go to eat, please. If I don't get one in for a while, I'll just keep going through the rides till someone does. I also just came up Gangster Granny, had a fun ride on that. As usual, just chill, nice, fun. I do think some of the screens, though, you know, the one that kind of like go up, like the one with the lasers, yeah, that needs a little bit of touching up because there's like a few like holes in it and stuff and some black marks. So yeah, when the projection's on, that isn't the greatest, but yeah, you know, everything else working pretty well, to be honest. It's fun. But I'm actually here outside Amigos in the Afterlife, and there's a little bit of a Scarefest construction update. Something I saw as I was coming in. Oh, another thing about Gangster Granny as well. I didn't realise you can't have like one person in the car. Yeah, because we had to wait for another couple of people to come along, so never knew that. Anyway, I'll just turn the camera around. There we go. So we're out with Amigos. Hello. There we go. But earlier, I saw someone walking on the roof of the Dungeons building. Just there, you probably can't see where I would have seen. I was a bit further back, but someone was walking on that roof. And then while I'm over here, I've noticed there's a structure there. You can just see it kind of poking out. It's like kind of like a metal frame. I don't know what that's for. I haven't got a clue whether... I mean, I'm assuming it wouldn't be for Amigos, but maybe it could be for what's coming after. Who knows? I haven't got a clue. Oh, and I'm zoomed in. I do that on my normal camera, and yeah, I did it on this one as well. So I don't know what that's for. Could it be for Project Horizon? I know that's meant to be in this area. Was it there before? I don't know. Let me know what your theories are. Right, so it's Jen again. Literally, it's her again. Has suggested for me to go on to Heave Ho. Yeah, saying it's a fun ride, usually left out. I agree. Yeah, it's a really fun ride. Love it. I actually kind of preferred it to the Blade, not going to lie, because it also spins. It's another spinny spin. I love the spinny spin. And I also went on once in one of my Scarefest characters in full-on, like, cut face makeup and stuff like that, so that was fun. Just like loads of parents just, like, staring at me from outside. So that was fun. So I'll be going on to Heave Ho, that ship there. And as Jess says, why not? So, yeah, I'll go for it. Obviously, you want to vote for lunch still, go ahead. Or what ride I go on next, go for it. Right, so just came off a Heap Ho. Yeah, fun ride again, love the spinny spin. Like, a good long cycle on it as well, which was good. You know, like, keeps you on there for long enough. Obviously, it wasn't very busy because it's Heap Ho, for God's sake. And actually, the whole of Mutiny Bay really isn't too busy today. The whole park isn't too busy today. It's a weekday, it's a Tuesday. Nice ride on Heap Ho, really smooth. Love the spin. So next one, recommended by Coast Castle Besties, hello. Hope you're having a good day, by the way. Is Runaway Mine Train. Apparently had the ride with just the two of you this morning, which that's just lovely. Nice little opening treat for Sam today. I'm sure there's going to be more treats to come. That's lovely. I probably won't get that now because I'm going on like midday. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a 3-lap special though. I've never had that before. So yeah, on to RMT. Let me know next thing, please. Right, so I came off RMT, had a nice ride on that. It's always a good, like, kind of cheer up in a way because of, you know, like the ride ops and stuff, and, you know, the fact that you, by law you kind of have to say, you have to wave and you have to say choo-choo. You have to wave whenever you see anyone on Rapid, you have to say choo-choo when you go, even if it's quiet. You have to. So that's always nice. Nice little bit of fun and stuff. Didn't manage to get a 3-lap special, nor did I get what Elise and Sam got. By the way, I forgot to tag them on the other one. Whoops. I didn't get a solo one, unfortunately. I was kind of like in the middle, but still fun ride on it. Nice and smooth. It always gets a little bit rattly when you get to the tunnel, but it's fine. Anyway, so I finally got one for the lunch suggestion, which is good, because it's like nearly 3 o'clock now, which was the CBeebies one, which is the lunchbox, I believe. So CBeebies is just back there-ish somewhere. But yeah, I haven't been to the lunchbox before, so that's actually a really good suggestion. So yeah, I guess I'll see when I come out of the lunchbox. Right, so I just finished my late lunch at the lunchbox place. It was kind of alright. Like, the chips weren't great. Basically had like what they do at Generator Chicken, but that form is pretty much the same, but yeah, the chips weren't great. Yeah, I feel like everyone's Generator Chicken are a bit better. Now, this is the last suggestion that I've got. Now, the thing is, I also have a Nemesis Reborn fast track that I need to use because I have the behind-the-scenes tour later. So, I'm going to be going to Forbidden Valley anyway. If I feel like I have enough time to use that fast track, I'll try and get onto Toxicator. If not, I'm here tomorrow. So, I'll definitely get onto Toxicator then because I really want to get back onto it. But to get there, I am going to go on the Sky Ride because I haven't been on since it was last open. So, yeah, I'm going to go and take a little Sky Ridey ride to Forbidden Valley. So, I guess I'll see you when I'm in Forbidden Valley. Also, I think there's a bit of sun cream in my eye.
Chastel water, no, everything, cascade, fountain, or general water feature, or water town's resort is served by the natural springs in the nearby Weaver Hills. So next time you're here, rest assured that the water you see and hear is some of the very finest in the land. Now, while we're talking water, you may have been bowled over by the jaw-dropping silence of our great roller coasters. But we have heard that there are some pretty large things vertically on our legs too. The natural water here has made the Temple Lake home to some of the biggest ghost and mirror parks you're ever likely to see. One super temple-sized ghost cart goes by the name of Jaws. Well, he weighs a whopping 30 pounds and measures a mighty metre in length. Frankly, wildlife is everywhere in the park. And indeed, there are some pretty wild stories about it.
15 minutes later.
Right, so I just had a great time on the Toxie Boy. Yeah, little Toxicator. Fifth time for me, although it's funny because I was next to a guy who'd never done it before and he was just screaming his head off, which was great just to like interact with that. It was awesome. So now I'm going to use that fast track on Nemesis Reborn, so I don't waste my money, and then I'll be going for the Nemesis Reborn behind the scenes. That'll be an interesting one. I'll probably film some bits on my phone and then maybe make a video about it at some point. I don't know. I probably won't record a discussion about that tonight just because I'm tired, but yeah, I'll go on the giant crab now. I have like about 15 minutes left before the end of the day. I don't even know the queue's that long, but I'll use the fast track anyway, might as well. A little bit of luxury for me. Thanks everyone for all the responses today, all the suggestions, actually making this thing sort of work. So, yay, hope everyone has a good rest of their week, I guess. Bye-bye.
Later.
If you want me to take photos of you, I can. I am by no means a professional photographer, but I will do my best. Well, there's our friction brakes, which are just here. The pads, if you take that same bit of kit and you basically turn it inside out, it is a really common way for launch coasters that are being built now, because they're really modern if you want. Let me just go over the garage there. Now, unfortunately, we can't go in the garage simply because it is just a working environment. So, as you can see, technically, you've got the part back, which says take the part, put it in the plastic bag, stick the gun in the dishwashers. The train usually sits on the tubing as it runs around, but while it's in the garage, it sits on wheels. It's simply so that no pressure is on the tubing itself. So this
one was actually constructed on site, down near, I think it's behind Pet. The new monster truck that is like just on the other side.
The next, and once those bits were dry, they took them off and stored them ready to put in. So it was just 3 people that painted the entire track, and they brought them in again to paint the lift and the brakes because that was the only part of track that wasn't replaced.
I cannot tell you how excited.
Well, there is a very famous photo of John Worley during the main.
You need to get down at this thing. There's a lot of people
We love Tony. We do love Tony. Who wants to hold him? Yeah, right. We should have an image shot, don't we?
One eternity later.
Right, so it's a bit of a while after the Choose My Day challenge, a year. Yeah, I'm recording this a year after because, yeah, my backlog is way behind at this point, and I finally got to this video, which I don't really think I necessarily thought I was originally going to make into a video, but I did. I thought I might as well use the footage that I saved, and yeah, now you get to see a really low quality portrait video. Yeah, it was because it was recorded on my Instagram story, so I think if I was to do this in future, I'd probably like record the bits on my camera maybe and then like add them to my Instagram story if I could. Like, I'm not sure, it might be with like the responses and stuff, I might actually have to put them I might have to actually record the story with the response on. Maybe I'd have to look into that. So that's why the reason why this one's a bit lower quality. It's the same with like the Nemesis Reborn behind the scenes tour. The problem with those tours is you're not allowed to film on a camera. It's not like the Chessington VIP where they were really kind enough to let me film on the camera. You had to have it in this like pouch just on your phone, which, yeah, it doesn't really help with the quality when, you know, phone camera quality isn't the greatest. But, you know, it's the reason why I moved to the DJI. But yeah, it's literally about a year to the day. I mean, today it would be a year to the day since the next day, which was when we filmed the golf video, the Alton Towers golf video, which is probably still one of my favourite videos on the channel. I absolutely love it. So funny. The reactions from Elise and Sam were great. It was just also just a really nice morning as well, doing the golf with them. I love doing golf videos with them. I hope we get to do many more golf videos because, yeah, they're always great times. So many things for the Darkshadow alphabet and so many memes and stuff from that, which were great. But yeah, which means it was Sam's birthday yesterday, and yesterday back then. So happy birthday, Sam. Hope you had a good day. I'm still working on your present for this year because this is the thing, because like, you know, Elise and Sam are busy and stuff, and I'm very low on money at the moment. Yeah, it means that, yeah, I probably won't be seeing them till maybe late May, early June, hopefully next. So yeah, I'm still working on his present to get it sorted. It's a good one, so yeah, hopefully he'll enjoy it. Another kind of crafted one, like I did the Squawk pop vinyl for him last year. It's another one similar to that, which yeah, hopefully you'll like. But yeah, I feel like the Choose My Day challenge, it was, I feel like I need to do it again when I actually have more of an audience, because I think one of the main issues was that there wasn't enough people, you know, to be able to put in responses. Also, to be fair, I did it on a weekday when a lot of people would probably be in work, which means, yeah, I probably wouldn't have got as many responses. I still got a good few, though, which is good. I mean, I got some from Elise and Sam, but that's because they were off that day. They were literally on park on the same day as me, and then we met up in the evening at the hotel after my behind-the-scenes tour. So it was a nice little idea. I just think I might possibly do it again maybe one day. Maybe on, like, you know, actually recording better on my phone, because I can't remember whether this was my old phone or not, or whether it's my current one that I use. But yeah, possibly record properly on the camera on that, or maybe try and record it on my main camera, and then maybe, like, you know, get the suggestions from socials, but then record it on the main camera and make a video. I don't know. I've just seen a lot of other creators do this. I thought it would be fun. Also, I just needed something just to distract me for the day, because I was on my own for most of the day. So it's like, yeah, I just needed a distraction, to be honest. So yeah, that helped. So thank you for everyone who gave the suggestions. Was very kind, and yeah, it was a nice little fun thing to try. Although maybe I might try and get the lunch suggestions in earlier, because yeah, I like waited till like 3 o'clock to get that response for the lunchbox. Yeah, I think next time if I went there, I might try the pizza, because I've heard that apparently that's quite good. You have to see the chips weren't that great, and I think the problem was I went right at the end of the day as well, just before they were about to close, and so I was the only one in there, which was really weird and awkward. But it was still nice to try a new food place. Then for the Nemesis Reborn behind the scenes tour, which honestly I don't really remember a great amount of. I remember like certain bits, like going up the lift hill was quite cool. I think it's the first lift hill I've gone up on, because like most behind the scenes tours I've done have been of scare mazes, and then I did the you know, the vampire VIP one, but that one you didn't go up the lift hill, you just went, like, you know, around the back area and stuff, where like the tunnel is, and you went into the station and like onto the brake run and stuff like that. And then with the Tomb Blaster one, you got to go around the whole track, which was really cool with that. But yeah, I'd never been on a proper lift hill before, you know, and going up that, so that was really cool to get those views. All the staff who were there with us, and I believe they've been there for like a year or so, some of them have been there for like over 10 years, so it was great to have that kind of range of people. And yeah, the ones that we had, can't remember their names unfortunately, but yeah, they were all great, really good staff. They even showed us a little secret area, which yeah, I'm not gonna say what it is or where it is, but yeah, it's quite a cool area, and they ask you to keep it a secret on the tour, and yeah, if you go on the tour, you'll know what I mean. And yeah, it's a really cool area to go into. But the one thing I wanted to mention on this was the main highlight of this tour for me, was the one question I asked, because I didn't actually ask any other question but this one question, which I was genuinely dying to know because it was a big mystery for me for years. And so, a little bit of a background. On the original Nemesis, so you're on like the front row and they've got like the security camera up top, there used to be an eel there, a little toy eel. It was like wrapped around like one of the little tendril bits near the security camera, and I always wondered what it was and why it was there. And so I asked about it on the tour, and they got incredibly excited. It was the one question they got really excited about, that someone finally asked about it. And I think I became their friend during that tour because they love me for asking this question. And so I got to meet Tony the eel. So if you're wondering why on the end of that footage there was a random toy eel, that's Tony. And Tony was great. I can't remember the exact reason why. I think it was that it fell off the ride or something, like someone maybe had the eel on the ride or someone left it in the baggage hold or something, and so they just adopted it. I think that's the story behind it. And yeah, so Tony was originally kind of like attached near that security camera. Now apparently he's in the back of the op booth in the op cabin. You probably wouldn't be able to see him, but he's kind of like tucked under some like mesh at the kind of back of there. I think maybe if you look really closely you might be able to see it, but he's kind of like behind that bit. But they brought him out for us. I got to hold him as well and take a picture with him and take a bit of footage, which was great. And yeah, it was so nice. Everyone else was asking these really serious questions, then I ask about the eel and suddenly they're all really happy because I asked about Tony. So if you, and I remember they told us this as well, that yeah, if you ever go on Nemesis, you talk to the ride ops, whatever, the hosts, ask them about Tony, see if they have a good response, because they all love Tony the eel, apparently. That was just insane to be able to get that answered finally, because I'd wondered what the eel was doing there and where the eel went. I was like, hashtag bring back the eel. But yeah, they brought back Tony. And I think I actually mentioned about this on, I think it might have been like the VTO, like Virtual Towers Online, when I went on the Forbidden Valley update. I think I mentioned about the eel.
One other detail the team need to add as well, hold on, just wait for this train to go past, is in real life, they used to have an eel up here. They used to have a little eel that I don't know why it was there, but it was just kind of stuck in these tentacles up here, and it's like, I want the eel in VTO. Hashtag eel in VTO. Let's get that trending.
It was cool. It was really awesome to see that, and yeah, that was my big highlight. Obviously, it was cool to go around, like be on like the brake run and stuff, and be able to see all that theming up close and things. And I say, going up the lift hill, great views there. I even got the picture up top, which is apparently a pose that John Wardley did or something. So I got that as well. It was a cool shot. But yeah, Tony the eel. Love you, Tony. Yeah, big highlights of that tour. And I got a new pin badge as well, but I should probably show you that. So I got a Nemesis Reborn behind the scenes pin, if that's going to focus. Hopefully it will. It's kind of like the same design as all the other ones. It's the one which had a massive controversy because it has Nemesis Inferno on the silhouettes. Apparently Nemesis Inferno, which, yeah, quite funny. Then again, Nemesis Inferno I prefer to the original Nemesis, so there we go. It's nice to get a new pin. You got a certificate as well, but I think I've got the certificate here. It has not been framed. I need to get loads of stuff framed. Yeah, there we go. There's the certificate that I got. Yeah, and it's pretty good quality as well, like proper card quality, which is great. So the next day there was another behind the scenes tour which I did, which was the Hex behind the scenes tour, which I did with Elise and Sam as well. I spent the day with them, and then we did the behind the scenes tour at the end of the day. So I got a pin badge from that as well, which is there. Lovely Hexy Hex. And then also got not only a really cool certificate from that, which was pretty nice. We also got these, I believe these were designed by Jake. Can't remember his second name, but he was the guy who basically ran the Hex behind the scenes tour. He also ran the Alton Towers Ghost tours as well that they did during Scarefest, and he did like that Gardens Heritage tour. He's great. He's really awesome. He also designs like bits of artwork and stuff. So he designed these like really cool kind of like behind the scenes shit. I'll try and like pan it across, see if you can see like any nice details. But yeah, he designs a lot of this stuff. Like he when the Gardens tours came back, he designed like the leaflet that went with that. I'll just show you as well because I've got it on hand.
he designed for the Ghost Tour these like kind of newspaper things, the Talbot Times, Talbot Gazette or something, which was really cool. I'm not going to get it out now, but yeah, so he designs a lot of that stuff. He does a really good job on that, and a really good job on the tours as well. Like he's genuinely a really good guide. Like I love having him on them tours. Like even though the Ghost Tour, personally, I think was a little bit too pricey for what you got. Personally, it's basically like the Gardens Heritage Tour with a little bit of ghost stuff in. Considering that's 10 quid and this tour was 40 quid on pass holder discount. I believe it was 50 quid without discount. And you still only get like a pin badge and that like Towers Talbot Gazette thing. It was a bit overpriced, but I did really appreciate Jake doing that tour as well. He was really good with like all the paranormal stuff on that, took it all really seriously, which I appreciate on that. I do think that was personally overpriced, which is funny as well, because I remember Elise and Sam did it before me, and when they came out of it, Sam was genuinely like really shocked and terrified, and so that made me think, oh, this is actually going to be really scary. And then I came out of it and I was just like, I was interested, I was intrigued, I was fascinated. I genuinely don't really understand the reaction, like, unless they had something really creepy and paranormal happen on it, and mine just didn't. But yeah, I personally think that was a bit overpriced. Towers Heritage Tour is pretty good, and I would say these two behind the scenes tours were worth it as well. There were two problems with the Hex one. Again, one was the problem with the footage. Mine didn't come out very great. I remember if I was going to do a video on that, which I'm probably not going to do, I'll maybe show a bit of my footage in this just to show an example of how shaky it is. But yeah, because it was on my phone camera, it's really shaky footage, so it's probably not really worth showing much of it. But there's also the fact that I just really wasn't doing good that day, and so I think I was on like 2 hours sleep. I dipped because of my RSD and stuff, and so by that point I nearly fainted. Like I remember we got to the drums, like the bit like outside the vault basically, so you could see like all the mechanisms. I was genuinely having to like lean on like the barrier and stuff because I was nearly gonna faint. Elise was very good during that. She genuinely like helped me get through that, which was brilliant. Really nice company of a great bestie. I was out of it for that. So it's a shame with a good few of the behind the scenes tour. There was that one, there was Compound as well. I've been really out of it for them, so maybe someday I need to redo them to actually be more present on the experience and maybe, be able to film a little bit better. Some of the facts we learnt on that tour were pretty good, like, for example, the armour that you see, they added a bit of armour with, like, the revamp into the bit where you go through the bookcase after the octagon. There's a bit of knight's armour there, which used to be in the attic, which is a pretty cool fact. I think I might have already known that fact, but yeah, it's cool to have that said there. And also, one of my favourite ones was the witch's hand in the octagon, the witch that's on the scaffolding. Her hand was cast from a Newsround viewer, if anyone remembers Newsround. And yeah, they did a competition and the winner got their hand cast, and it was a creepy witch hand that they put up there, which is a really cool fact. And also, I think some people might have shown pictures of this, but behind the main entrance doors to Hex, there's actually like kind of a painted pattern on the door. Like, that's, again, just a really cool fun fact. That's all the stuff I can remember from the tour, because like I say, I don't really remember much from it. We did actually get to go into the vault with like the lights on. I think one thing that would have been nice if they could have added it, if they could have like given us a ride where we could actually film on the ride, kind of like, if you had like, the cameras secured. I don't know whether they gave us the pouches on this one, but like if they let us secure the cameras in the pouches and then let us record a ride on Hex, that would have been kind of cool. But we still got to see it with like all the effects on and stuff. They might have even played like the announcement for that, possibly. That was another behind the scenes tour. I think another one I'd like to do is the Wicker Man track tour. I know Elise and Sam, they did that one while I did the Nemesis Reborn one. That's another one I'd like to do. I just kind of like themed ones. That's kind of why I like the Hex one, but also did like the Nemesis Reborn one. I would love them one day to do a Curse at Alton Manor. I've heard rumours about the reason why they can't do that is because like maybe the floor's not stable enough to have like a group of people on or something. I'm not sure about that. Like apparently like the foundations aren't strong enough to have multiple people on it or something. I don't know. If they could ever get that to work, I would love to do that on it. It would be amazing to do that tour. For me, it's kind of more themed experience. It's the reason why I love Scare Maze behind the scenes, because there's so much theming and so many facts that you can get from that as well if you have a good guide. Unlike on the Edge of the Forest behind the scenes tour, which I probably won't talk about now because that'll be in the Towers Times video where we did that one. Let's say I wasn't too impressed by that one. Not because of the maze, just the behind the scenes tour I just don't really think was run that well. But the Compound one was much better. Again, another one which I was unfortunately a bit out of it on, but there was a lot of fun facts with that one as well, which I may talk about in a future video, because this outro is already 17 minutes long, god damn it. This might actually take it out of quick vlog territory, which I kind of didn't want to do, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm slowly getting through my backlog. It's now 70 plus videos, but yeah, we're getting there. I'll be recording another vocal cover after this, so we're getting there, we're getting through. So I guess until the next video, I will see you next time. Bye.